Hello Cancer and Happy New Year. Welcome to my channel. I am Iris Siriani and I am here to do your monthly for the month of January 2019 love guidance reading. So I read my cards intuitively so that I can deliver messages that are meant for you, that are for your highest good. However, not everything I say will resonate with you, and that is totally cool, in which case you might want a private reading. So if you are interested in a private reading, all of the information is below in this video. So let's get started. I use 3 different decks for my reading, and the first deck, that's too many cards. The first deck I use is from Colette Baron Reid, and that is Wisdom of the Oracle. And I pull one card that is the overall energy, overall message for you for the month of January 2019. So let's see what comes up for you. What wanted to come out for you was a whole lot of cards that were just too many. So let's see if we can get just one. And here is one. Oh my gosh, look at that. Blessed. You are blessed. Isn't this the most amazing card for you? You truly are blessed. Sometimes we don't even realize all of the blessings that come in to our lives because we spend so much time focusing on all of the crap that's going on in our lives that we don't look at all of the things, all of the blessings, all of the people that have intertwined themselves in our lives. Like sometimes a blessing can show up as a person for a very short period of time who just says something nice or does something nice for us. Sometimes a blessing could be somebody walked out of our lives and it certainly doesn't feel like a blessing, but we may come to realize that actually, they were only there to be a part of our lives for that period of time, and they're not meant to be there forever and ever. That is another type of blessing. And I think the overall message for this month really is to recognize that you really truly are blessed. And because Jupiter is in Sagittarius, this is going to be a time of extreme luck, regardless of what sign you are. Just know that more blessings and more good things are coming into your life. And I bet if you did a little bit of reflection that you would see that that you're ready. There good things have been in your life and good things are starting to roll in. So that is a really beautiful card to have at the top of your reading for the month of January. So let's see what else is coming out for you in the month of January for love guidance. Now, love is an inside job, and if you follow me, you'll come to learn that we will never find the love of our lives and have the type of connected and deeply satisfying relationship that we want to have. Oops, one of the cards just fell on the floor here. Let me get that. There we go. Okay. And we can't have the love of our life if we don't do the inner work. If we don't do the inner work, we will never attract somebody that matches us. So if we're carrying around old baggage, we bring that baggage forward with us into our relationships, and then trying to fix our stuff while we're in a relationship is really difficult. So the first set of cards that I have pulled for you represent the, kind of what you've already been going through. And so you must have, the first card you have is the Princess of Winter. And this one speaks about truth, and balance and kindness. That is kindness to yourself, kindness towards other people, being truthful with yourself, being truthful with other people, not letting people walk all over you, standing your ground, being confident. And what I love about this is that you've got the Emperor, and the Emperor is like, he's that person that has the intellect and has the heart as well, and is able to balance it. And I think what I am starting to sense for you is that between these two cards, you've kind of laid down the law of your land in the not too recent past. You've put up some boundaries. You've been kind, but you've also said, you know what, enough's enough. I'm not a doormat. You know, you can't just walk all over me, and this isn't working for me. And as a result, you're kind of reaping some rewards. Like, look at all those beautiful, bountiful grapes that are there. Those are like plump, ripe grapes. And so for you, it feels for me that you've already started this process of establishing boundaries, connecting your head and your heart, understanding that there were some things that just were not working in your life. And so you let them go. And it wasn't easy. It was painful, but you recognized that you had to let them go because they weren't working for you, and they weren't making you happy, and they weren't bringing you any more gifts and blessings. But I think that you've done that. It looks like you have already done that, and you will continue to do that. But I also think that you have seen little glimpses of what life can be like when you show up for yourself in your life. And we talk about romantic relationships, but really this is not just about a romantic relationship above and beyond anything else. This is about the relationship that you have with yourself. And ultimately, the better it is, the more you can honor your wants and needs and desires, the more things and people fall away that don't support that, and it makes that big open space for that new person to show up in your life, or that new career, or that new money situation, whatever it happens to be. Although we're talking about love here, all areas of your life are going to be impacted by that. So the next set of 3 that I pulled for you represents where you currently are. And what I pulled for you is the Prince of Spring, the Chariot, and Unity. And I'll show you these. There's a Unity card. So with these card here, it talks about having decisive action, doing the right things for the right reasons so that it can move you forward in your life, right? So taking action, the story about the tortoise and the hare, right? So the tortoise is moving, slow and cautiously. That's not you, though. In January, you are moving forward with intent and action, and with purpose. Still, there's a prince sitting on that hare, and he's got his eyes wide open, but he's moving forward and being discerning about the action that he's taking. And that's beautiful, because the Chariot here, you're going to have great success when you take action, deliberate action in that matter. And action, can be anything that is going on in your life. It's about that forward movement and that forward expansion and expressiveness about who you are and how you want to show up in the world. but doing things for the right reasons. So for example, let's say you have left a relationship this year and you're going through the process of splitting things up, right? This unity is how can you be united in your separation, if that makes any sense. It's about working together, doing things for the right reasons so that you both end up in a comfortable place after the separation. So these are all beautiful cards, even about where you are. And keep in mind that you have the blessed card. So whatever it is that you are taking action on or moving away from or moving toward, know that there is always something that falls by the wayside. And when you come from a place of being united in your differences so that both of you can let go of what needs to be let go of. And sometimes that's even about a job, right? Like, or letting go of an employee that just isn't working for you anymore. It's about the unity in the separation, doing the right things for the right reasons so that everybody is going to be able to move forward with their lives without feeling that they have been slighted or taken advantage of or something like that. So that's kind of where you're at right now. But good things, a lot of good things are coming your way. And like I said, I bet if you stop and think about it for a moment, you'll see that actually you have quite a few things that have already shown up in your life that you may not have actually given any thought to, right? Because most of the time we think of it as being like a huge windfall, as being a blessing, or the birth of a new child, or oops, there's one right there, or a windfall or a new job or something like that. But sometimes blessings show up in like smaller, more subtle ways. And the more kindness you can and unity you can have as you move through these transitions, because I think that's what's happened for you as you've moved through a transition here. The clear conscience you have for yourself, and that's good. It's hard when you're walking through life with a heavy conscience, and then you have regret later. And unity really helps with that, because it allows you to honor yourself and honor the other person. So let's just grab one more card in this final 3 cards here, which are the guidance for the action steps. I'm so excited for you moving forward. And it's beautiful. Like, so a lot of you are looking at how you can create more financial stability in your life. And like I mentioned, even though I talk about guidance for love and such, all areas of our life are impacted. So when you're struggling for financial security, that has a different energy and vibration that impacts our romantic relationships and the ability to call in the right romantic relationship. But for you with this card here is you are working, or you're being encouraged to work on financial stability so that you can create the home life environment that you want, because you are on a new journey. You have released a lot. You've set down boundaries and you're headed to brighter things. So start taking the necessary steps to create what it is that you want to create. And this 10 of winter, it's the end. It's the end of your difficult times. And you see here how it's all snowy and snow covered and cold. And on the other side there, you can see, you've got the light coming through here, and you've got this, not full of snow. What do you call that? Drier landscape and sunnier landscape. So you are in that process of transitioning. You've done a lot of work. Like, there is a lot of really good things coming your way, and you're taking, you're honoring yourself, your traditions. You're wanting to create a stable home environment and financial stability. And this talks about people depending on you as well. So if you've got small children, this might be you wanting to create a financial situation where you know that you can take care of your family, and then you are ready to bring somebody into that if you are single. And what an absolutely beautiful reading for you for January, Cancer. That is absolutely remarkable. Like, there's so many good things, and I really encourage you to they say count your blessings, but sometimes we don't even realize what the blessing is. I know it's been my own past experience where, leaving a relationship or somebody leaving me, although it didn't feel like it at the time, was sure a blessing. Later on, it's what you do with the circumstances that really defines how you're going to move forward and expand beyond that experience and use it. So this last deck that I'm using is Kuan Yin Oracle, and I'll just show you in the box. This is the only deck that I read from because the messages in this deck are so amazing. And it's been my experience that with every card that I pull in these readings and for my one-on-one clients, there is a deeper meaning that really touches you at a soul level. And so I like to read directly from the book. But what I pulled for you this month is Call of the Dancing Crane. Look at that for a second. And then I'm just going to grab the book and read for you. All right. Dancing crane moves through waters and muddy marsh with elegance and grace. The mating call and dance of the crane is full of beautiful movement and flow. There are times when the astral waters of our emotional life become stagnant and will benefit from healing movement, grace, and beauty of the dancing crane. The call of the dancing crane is a reminder that sound can be healing too. This is particularly so when your thoughts, beliefs, and emotional patterns do not support you in living the spiritual destiny you are born to live. Have you ever felt like you were a different person on holidays or when you were traveling? This is because you are free of the astral gravity that usually live within on a day-to-day basis. The astral plane is like glue. When we put enough energy of habit into thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and stories from our past that condition how we interpret current life experiences, we can get stuck in an astral gravity, unable to let go of ways of thinking and reacting, even if we really wish to do so. We can create sticky astral thoughts and beliefs that attach to houses, places, and people. When we are in a different environment, we often have a chance to create fresh habits and beliefs, which is why a holiday or travel can be so refreshing and inspiring. And haven't we all experienced that? Sometimes, however, that is not practical, and we need healing to break through the muddy stagnation of old thoughts and beliefs right now. As we grow spiritually, we can outgrow our astral conditioning, just like shifting mud out of water, so we can move more freely and gracefully like the dancing crane. If we accept healing energy to help us filter through our psychological programs so that our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions can create new habits and patterns more aligned with what we would like to experience in our lives. These filtered energies can become more powerful than old stories about life that no longer support us in living accordingly to our spiritual light. Healing the astral waters can require great patience, persistence, and application to be achieved. The dancing crane uses dance and sound to thrive, and you are encouraged to use movements such as dance or yoga, and sacred sounds such as chanting mantras or healing names of the divine such as Kuan Yin. Dancing crane goddess to support your healing. You may intuitively feel that movement in a physical sense to a different location, such as going for a walk or a drive to a different park or beach, might help you. If you have been feeling that you need to move to a different location, change situations in your life, or connect with new groups of people with whom you feel more inspiration, then this oracle is confirming this intuition and encouraging you to embrace those changes in your life. You are being guided by grace of Kuan Yin through the healing vibration of the call of the dancing crane to stop believing in your old stories and old habits and patterns, and to realize that they are simply astral conditioning. There's no higher truth to them than this. You are allowed to change them. You can choose to cultivate any thoughts, beliefs, and interpretations of experiences that you like. Sometimes we are graced with divine assistance, which helps our astral healing happen more quickly and easily. We still need our affirmations to change our thoughts and to let go of old stories about our self-worth, abundance, health, relationships, judgments of ourselves or others. Yet with divine blessings, because you are blessed, it is like we get a hand lifting us up out of our old ways until we learn to stand in the new vibration on our own. You are being asked to allow her to assist you now, that be Kuan Yin. She might come to you in meditation, through a healing session, or in a dream. You may see her as a crane goddess or hear music and sound that uplifts you into a new vibration. You may feel her guidance in the urge to create a vision board, to say affirmations or a mantra, in a desire to dance or do yoga. Allow her to guide you to the perfect way for you to receive her divine blessings and help, so that the affirmations, your vision board made of inspiring images that you love, and your choices to interpret incoming data as evidence that the universe loves and helps you become more powerful than the pull of your past. And what a beautiful message for you, because you have made some decisions about yourself. You are treating others with kindness and fairness, and in unity. You are treating yourself kind and fairly, but you're also recognizing what it is that you need to do in creating more of what you want in your life, and taking the time and going on that adventure into the newness. And as you step into the newness, it's not always comfortable and it's not always easy, because we have to get used to this new way of being. But just know that when you do all of these things, you're going to be stepping out of this, the icy cold, and into brighter, happier, sunnier days. That's what I have for you today, Cancer. I hope that something that I have said connected with you. If you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe. Leave your comments, because I love to read your comments, and I love to see how this is helping you move forward in finding love, and having that love and peace and joy and happiness that we're all deserving of. If you do want to have a private reading with me, go ahead and check in the details below, because all that information is there for you. And follow me on Instagram. I'm at Iris Sirianni. Until next time, love and peace to you. Bye.